Policies, regulations, and technology as a teaching tool in schools. In the field of instructional design and technology, policies and regulations are the rules and actions of society that affect the diffusion and use of instructional technology. Policies and regulations are the rules that set boundaries and framework for different organizations to operate within. Policies and regulations may also be referred to as standards set by individual organizations. These standards are used to set a measure of quality for programs and provide frameworks for educators and others that utilize instructional technology. So a bit of background information. A program that Pasadena Independent School District, or PISD, has implemented at a few of its schools is the Connect program, which originated from Summit Public Schools in California. The Connect program, or Personalized Learning Time, or PLT, involves students learning the content knowledge they need for all of their courses. They learn through a combination of online playlists, which include videos, text, presentations, and exercises, as well as peer-to-peer coaching and one-on-one tutoring from their teachers. Students learn the facts and information that they need to become college ready. Also, according to Connect, the personalized learning structures empower teachers and students to take charge of their educational experiences. In student-centered classrooms, students learn at their own pace in a way that matches their own needs and interests. According to the program, that the resources available will show how to support personalized learning in order to maximize student engagement and achievement. Our specific area of interest. Pasadena ISD aims towards transitioning from blended learning, which is a combination of teacher lessons and personalized learning, to personalized learning for all students. SuperTech Middle School is a pilot school for implementing technology in students learning with a one-to-one tablet device. The goal of SuperTech Middle School is to have students be self-motivated and self-aware of their own learning by taking advantage of the personalized learning time through the device and daily workshops from their teacher. Here's some school history and growth. 4 years back, Pasadena ISD started the one-to-one pilot program with about 300 7th grade students. The district decided to purchase 11-inch HP netbooks because they were small, mobile, economical, and user-friendly for the kids. In the third year, teachers who taught in the pilot program and district-level curriculum specialists began to rewrite the curriculum to make it make more sense in the one-to-one tablet environment. At the end of the fourth year, all 10 intermediate schools, 2 ninth grade classes, and a new career in technical high school went to the one-to-one device ratio. In order to implement the policies and regulations properly and successfully, parents and students were able to sign and return, they were required to, the user agreement form regarding the usage and responsibility of the netbook device. Teachers at the campus were also given training about policies and regulations to have a clear mindset which would allow them to set specific expectations for their students. Here's some strengths that we have with the program. The online learning would be highly personalized and adaptive, allowing some students to go deeper or faster and letting others go at the pace that they need to truly master the material. With the online system, everything is graded automatically. When you don't have to grade assessments or daily assignments, you're a more effective teacher. You're provided with activities that reach all different students so they can choose the best one. They determine what type of learner they are and how they learn the best. Another advantage of the mobile learning is that the portability facilitates the anytime, anywhere learning. The familiarity among students and teachers, students were able to carry their personal devices to their different subject classes and work on the assignments according to the given concept on that day. Teachers can provide guidance. They can make suggestions about the best ways to acquire that knowledge. They can point out the pitfalls, the mistakes, and the barriers that get in the way of the knowledge. They can keep learners on track and prevent them from getting lost. They can focus on the students more. Technology creates a new environment for students in any educational setting, and the normal policies and procedures set in place in a regular classroom, they won't work in a digital learning environment. So instructors need to pay careful attention to how technology is going to be used by a specific student. So of course we've got a couple of weaknesses. SuperTech Middle School is a pilot school, and all the Connect teachers are brand new. Even though these teachers were sent to the Connect training in California for 5 days over the summer, and the lesson plans were set for the school year, these teachers are still new to the PLT program. The Occasionally, there are some facilitators from the Summit schools who come to observe the Connect classrooms to give feedback and suggestions, but they're not always on site to provide immediate comments and critiques. So currently, the school strategy is, since it's a pilot in a brand new school, the school's current strategy before getting everyone on board with the PLT was to divide the school into half PLT, which is the Connect program, and the other half to the blended program. The ultimate goal of the school is to transition from the blended learning to PLT. As proposed by the school administration, by the next school year, SuperTech Middle School will be 100% PLT. With blended learning, the teacher teaches the concept and also utilizes the one-to-one tablet device where students can view videos and presentations and do research online. Connect can be viewed as online learning, whereas blended learning is a combination of the traditional and online learning. So some future strategies. When the next school year begins, the experienced Connect teachers from the years previous will provide training to the teachers who haven't been trained in the Connect. The new Connect teachers will get their trainings for PLT before school even starts. They will also be getting feedback during the school year from those experienced Connect teachers who are on campus there with them. So our specific program now. Everything needed to be taught to the students, from logging in, changing their passwords, and saving their work in a Google document. Students were taught how to take notes when reading online, when viewing a video, explaining a concept. At first, the students were excited about working on their netbooks at their own pace, but in the following weeks, they were less excited because the materials were hard and they struggled with it. Some didn't understand certain concepts and needed additional explanation, clarification, and examples. Furthermore, support for teacher was not available immediately by the experts at the Summit Public Schools in California. So we've come up with some alternatives. Teachers can be supported with more information and strategies about PLT through district-provided personal learning. Personalized learning toolkit resources are also provided online where teachers can read and study at their own pace as well. When utilizing strategies and our personalized learning toolkits online that belong to someone else, it is important to take into consideration the understanding of how digital laws and regulations work. In order for instructional technology-related policies and procedures to be taken seriously, the regulations have to be aligned with the policies and beliefs of the organization as well as the organization's goals and objectives. In conclusion, personalized learning time is effective when teachers thoughtfully plan lessons and projects that give students options and make expectations clear and rigorous. They create engaging, personalized learning experiences. When principals support teachers with technology they need, personalized learning can flourish and realize its potential, and all students can benefit from the efforts of it. The role for teachers and students changes when the educational field relies heavily on instructional design and technology within their curriculum. The teachers' roles have shifted to as a designer of student work, a facilitator of a learning process, and a caring mentor who is concerned with the full, well-rounded development of the student. Research also explains that the student's role has also revolved to where the students must exert effort to learn, be a self-directed and self-motivated learner, and to teach it to others as peers can learn from each other in a collaborative project environment. SuperTech Middle School is in its first year of testing out the PLT program, in which the students are in the one-to-one technology device ratio. Just as there are successful stories from other middle schools in the same district, SuperTech Middle School is also on the path of writing success stories about their own students this school year. Thank you very much.